Today is a day in which we see God as the great interrupter. Moses, obviously doing a good and faithful thing as a servant and a shepherd crossing across the desert with his flock, was stopped by a remarkable sight. It's a very interesting juncture in somebody's life when we are stopped by a remarkable sight. And in that moment, as he's leading the flock across the desert, he is interrupted by this beautiful and remarkable sight, the bush that is on fire but not consumed. And he needs to make a decision in that moment. A decision is placed before him by the angel of the Lord who appears in that moment. And he could continue across the desert, and he could ignore that. Or he could decide to go see what is beautiful and remarkable. And very interestingly, when he begins to approach, because that story continues and is written as God sees Moses approach, he says to him, "Moses, Moses." And then he begins to tell Moses of all the things that he will do because he has seen all of the injustices that have happened to the people of Israel. And he includes and invites Moses in that action of renewing those people and bringing them through the Exodus. There's an interesting moment within the rite of an ordination of a deacon or a priest. In front of the entire assembly, typically the rector of the seminary or some other priest of the diocese will call forth the man who is to be ordained in front of the entire church assembly. And their only response in that moment is present. Present. Synonymous with, "Here I am," which Moses says when God calls out to him, "Here I am." It is a moment of handing oneself over. It's a moment of offering ourselves to the plans of God that will be given to us, even though we might not see the entire future ahead of us. Going through the desert on a journey of Lent, that image that we hear today with Moses and leading the flock, great for our Lenten journey. It is a time of faith when we respond to the remarkable sight, because God will interrupt us. God will bring beauty or a remarkable sight, and we will go. And we will go and see what he wants of us. And as he sees us approach him, we will ask, and he will ask of us, for a way of renewal and conversion, for service, to take part in the beauty that we have seen. May we be on lookout for the God of interruption, who will bring us to a remarkable sight, but even more to a remarkable way of life.